The power of thought. Everything in your life begins with a thought. Every decision, every habit, every action you have ever taken was first born as an idea in your mind. What you think shapes what you believe, and what you believe shapes the reality you live in. This is why your thoughts are far more powerful than most people realize. They are not just silent whispers in your head, they are the blueprint of your destiny. If you think small, you live small. If you think fear, you live in fear. But if you think with courage, faith, and vision, your life begins to reflect that power. Imagine your mind as a garden. Every thought is a seed planted in the soil of your consciousness. Some seeds are positive: love, gratitude, strength, clarity. And these grow into beautiful flowers that nourish your soul. But other seeds are negative: fear, doubt, anger, worry, and when you allow them to grow, they become weeds that choke out your peace and block your growth. The truth is, you are the gardener. The mind will grow whatever you allow, but it is your responsibility to choose which thoughts to water and which thoughts to uproot. Too often, people allow their minds to run without control. They wake up and immediately think of problems, failures, or fears about the future. Without realizing it, they are programming their lives with negativity before the day even begins. But when you take charge of your thoughts, everything shifts. Instead of focusing on what is wrong, you begin to focus on what is possible. Instead of replaying past mistakes, you plant thoughts of new opportunities and growth. Slowly, your mind begins to change. And as your mind changes, your life changes. Thoughts also shape emotions. A single fearful thought can create anxiety in your body. A single thought of gratitude can bring peace to your heart. This means that by choosing your thoughts, you are also choosing your feelings. And when you master your feelings, you master the energy you bring into the world. Positive thoughts not only give you confidence, they also attract better experiences, better people, and better opportunities. Negative thoughts, on the other hand, pull you deeper into cycles of fear, anger, and limitation. The greatest truth you must remember is this: you are not a victim of your thoughts. You are the master of them. Your mind is not meant to control you. You are meant to control it. Every time you consciously choose a higher thought over a lower one, you are taking back your power. You are rewriting the script of your life. You are creating a future that aligns with strength, peace, and purpose. So understand the power of thought. Protect it. Guard it carefully, because your mind is the birthplace of everything you will ever become. If you want to transform your life, it begins with transforming the way you think. And once you master your thoughts, there is no limit to what you can create, achieve, and experience in this life. Training the mind. Once you understand the power of thought, the next step is to train your mind. Just as you train your body through exercise, you must also discipline your mind if you want to live with clarity and strength. Without training, the mind becomes restless, scattered, and easily influenced by negativity. But when you take charge of it, the mind becomes your greatest ally, guiding you toward peace, purpose, and transformation. Training the mind begins with awareness. Most people move through life without paying attention to what they are thinking. Thoughts come and go, and they unconsciously follow them wherever they lead. But awareness is the first key. When you become conscious of your thoughts, you begin to see the patterns. You notice when your mind repeats negative stories from the past or when it starts projecting fear into the future. This awareness allows you to pause, step back, and decide whether you want to continue feeding that thought or replace it with something more empowering. One powerful way to train your mind is through mindfulness. Mindfulness simply means being fully present in the moment, observing your thoughts without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you no longer get trapped in endless mental chatter. Instead, you see your thoughts for what they are, temporary visitors, not permanent truths. This shift allows you to let go of thoughts that don't serve you and redirect your focus toward peace and clarity. Another important practice is affirmations. The words you repeat to yourself shape the beliefs your subconscious mind accepts as truth. If you constantly say to yourself, "I am not good enough," your mind will believe it and reflect it in your actions. But if you train your mind with affirmations like, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy, your subconscious will begin to align with those truths. Over time, affirma. Actions reprogram your inner dialogue and strengthen your mental resilience. Meditation is also a powerful tool for training the mind. When you sit in stillness and quiet the noise of the outside world, you create space to observe and reset your thoughts. Meditation builds mental discipline, teaching you not to react to every impulse or distraction. It helps you strengthen focus, reduce anxiety, and connect with a deeper sense of inner calm. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can train your mind to stay centered and less affected by negativity. Equally important is the practice of replacing thoughts. Every time a negative thought appears, you have the choice to replace it with a higher one. For example, when your mind says, I can't, replace it with, I can find a way. When it says, I'm afraid, replace it with, I am courageous. With consistent practice, you rewire your brain to naturally lean toward positivity and strength. Training the mind is not about ignoring reality. It is about mastering how you respond to it. Life will always bring challenges, but with a trained mind, you meet those challenges with clarity instead of confusion, with faith instead of fear, and with strength instead of weakness. Over time, this training becomes a habit, and that habit becomes your character. And once your character is shaped by discipline and positivity, your life naturally transforms, creating a new reality. When you begin to master your thoughts and train your mind, something extraordinary happens. You start to create a new reality for yourself. Life no longer feels like something that is happening to you. Instead, it becomes something that is unfolding through you. Every change, every breakthrough, every shift in your circumstances begins first as a shift in your inner world. And when you commit to this inner transformation, the external world begins to reflect it back. Creating a new reality starts with responsibility. You must accept that you are the author of your story. The past may have shaped you, but it does not define you. Too many people live in the prison of old memories, dwelling on failures, rejections, or pain. They allow those experiences to dictate their future. But your future is not written by your past. It is written by the thoughts you choose right now. The moment you decide to release old patterns and embrace new beliefs, you step onto a different path. Visualization plays a vital role in this process. When you vividly picture the life you want, you activate the creative power of your subconscious mind. Imagine yourself already living with peace, abundance, confidence, or success. See it clearly. Feel it deeply. The brain responds to these images as if they are real, and soon your mind begins to align your actions, decisions, and energy with the vision you hold. That is how dreams begin to materialize, through thoughts that are consistently held and believed in. But creating a new reality goes beyond visualization. It requires alignment between your inner world and your outer actions. If your thoughts say one thing but your choices say another, you create conflict within yourself. For example, if you think about health and strength but constantly choose habits that weaken your body, the new reality cannot take root. True transformation comes when your actions reflect the higher thoughts you are nurturing. Every choice you make becomes a brick in the foundation of your new life. Equally important is the energy you radiate. Thoughts are energy, and that energy shapes what you attract. When you dwell in negativity, you naturally draw more negativity into your experience. But when you choose thoughts of gratitude, love, and possibility, you begin to attract people, opportunities, and circumstances that resonate with those higher vibrations. This is not magic. It is the natural law of cause and effect. What you send out into the world returns to you. Creating a new reality also means embracing patience and persistence. The old patterns of your mind will not disappear overnight. There will be moments when negativity tries to creep back in, when doubt whispers in your ear. But this is where discipline comes in. Each time you redirect your thoughts, each time you choose faith over fear, you strengthen your new reality. Over time, the old you fades, and a stronger, wiser, more peaceful version of yourself emerges. So remember this truth: your reality is not fixed. It is fluid, shaped every moment by the thoughts you choose. If you want a brighter tomorrow, begin today by thinking higher, believing deeper, and acting with intention. You hold within you the ability to create a reality that reflects your true potential. The key is in your mind, and once you unlock it, there are no limits to what you can experience. As we reach the end of this journey, let us bring everything together. We began with the understanding that our thoughts are not just random sparks in the mind. They are the foundation of everything we experience. Every belief, every habit, every result in our lives is shaped by what we think on a daily basis. When we allow negative thoughts to dominate, we invite limitation, fear, and confusion. But when we choose empowering thoughts, when we consciously direct the mind towards strength, peace, and growth, we step into a new way of living. The truth is simple, yet profound. You are the creator of your reality. No one else has the power to decide how you will think. People may try to influence you, circumstances may try to distract you, and life may throw challenges at you, but ultimately, the way you interpret and respond to it all begins within your own mind. If you wish to rise above fear, if you long for peace, if you desire to live a life filled with purpose and meaning, you must first master your thoughts. Training the mind is not an easy path, but it is the most rewarding. It requires discipline, awareness, and daily practice. You must be willing to watch your thoughts, to replace the negative with the positive, and to remind yourself again and again that you are not a prisoner of your mind. You are its master. Through mindfulness, affirmations, meditation, and visualization, you build inner strength. Slowly but surely, the chaos within begins to settle and clarity begins to shine through. And then comes the most beautiful part: creating a new reality. As you shift your inner world, your outer world begins to reflect it. You see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You find peace in situations that once caused you stress. You attract better energy, better relationships, and better experiences into your life, because your mind is no longer working against you. It is working for you. This is the secret of transformation. This is the power that lies within you. Remember this: change will not happen overnight. Just as it takes time to build a strong body, it takes time to build a strong mind. But every day that you choose higher thoughts, every day that you choose to focus on gratitude instead of fear, on love instead of anger, on faith instead of doubt, you are building the life you truly desire. The small choices add up, and before long, your entire reality begins to shift. So, as you move forward from this moment, carry this truth with you. Your thoughts create your world. If you do not like the life you are living, start by changing the way you think. The mind is the most powerful tool you will ever have. Master it, and you master your destiny. Transform your thoughts, and you transform your life. The power has always been within you. Now it is time to use it.